They are men of action, of non-stop action.
Val also said you're heavy into martial arts, Tai Chi and all that killer stuff.
I suppose we have to register you as a lethal weapon.
One-liners and puns.
I eat green berets for breakfast.
Right now, I'm very hungry.
Guns a-blazing.
Welcome to the party, pal!
They will get the girl,
Rambo! Did not expect a woman, no.
stop the villain,
Let off some steam, Bennett.
and eventually save the day.
Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
This is Movie Punch TV, the podcast. Episode 1, the Testosterone Edition. Hello, and welcome back to officially Episode 1 of Movie Punch TV, the podcast. In this episode, I'll be discussing my top 10 action movies of the 1980s. Some of these I've seen 20, 30 or more times. A question I normally get is, how can you watch the same movie over and over again? My answer? How can you not? Some of these films are such classics that 30 odd years later I'm still watching them. So sit back, relax, and let's start with number 10. Tango and Cash. Cash and Tango from 1989.
If it isn't tango, it's cash. Tango and cash, cash and tango. These two cops are driving me crazy. We have to do something about this.
I agree. I would like to handle this myself, Mr. Brent.
No, we will handle it.
Here we have one of many buddy cop movies of the 80s. Stallone plays a sharp-dressed, very slick-looking cop named Ray Tango. There are no signs of Rocky or Rambo here. I believe Sly would have loved playing a character that didn't have any PTSD. On the other hand, Kurt Russell plays Gabriel Cash. He's more of a rough around the edges type cop. The thing they both have in common is they're the top cops in their department, both getting praises in the newspapers. Russell's character, Cash, comments in one scene where there's an article about Ray Tango and says,
Well, if it isn't Armani with a badge.
the chemistry between Stallone and Russell is what makes this a great movie, and one that I've watched many times. Plenty of action, and almost a non-stop amount of one-liners. If you have a night where you just want to sit back, relax, and watch a great, almost 90s action movie, I would highly recommend Tango and Cash. And at number 9, we have RoboCop from 1987.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
Now here was a movie which at the time was R-rated for excessive violence and language. The film cost a very modest $13 million and grossed around $53 million worldwide. Actor Peter Weller plays cop Alex Murphy, who is shot and killed, or so we thought so, by a gang of thugs.
Cops don't like me, so I don't like cops.
He is later revived by the mega corporation known as OCP, Omni Consumer Products, as the superhuman cyborg law-enforcing robot, RoboCop. The emotion in the storytelling is amazing. The backstory of Alex Murphy's family and how he still visits them as RoboCop without them knowing. The close relationship with his working partner Lewis, who ends up seeing through RoboCop's metal armor. This shows the human side of RoboCop, that he's not just a robot. What makes this movie interesting is, normally if there's a robot or an android, you'd have like human skin on the outside and robot parts on the inside. With RoboCop, it's the other way around. It's the human is on the inside This movie is fantastic and way ahead of its time. Coming up next, number 8.
But what is important is gravity.
I have to remind you, Sally. This is my week off.
Commando from 1985.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
I think I would have lied too if I told you that I only saw this movie 40 times, maybe closer to 50 or 60, maybe every other day. Commando is just one of those classic action, fun, dumb little movies that I just kept watching for some reason. It's one of the few films which was quite short in duration. It was under 90 minutes, so it was very easy to watch it daily, weekly, sometimes. Basic storyline, Arnie plays John Matrix, whose daughter is kidnapped by the villains, and then they make him go to a place called Valverde to kill President Akim, and he has 8 hours to do it.
Well, we are right on schedule. With any good fortune, today will be my last day as a civilian. Your father seemed to be cooperating. You will be together with him soon. Won't that be nice?
Not nearly as nice as watching him smash your face in.
So the movie's a bit like an early 24 in that he has exactly 8 hours. It plays out in real time as he tries to get away from the bad guys, save his daughter, and eventually kill the bad guys. Great little movie. A very early role for Alyssa Milano from Charmed. Just good fun. Nothing special here. No gripes that it didn't get an Academy Award. Just a good early day Arnie action flick. Switch on the TV and just switch off your brain and enjoy. Putting together this top 10 made me think there's a lot more than 10 movies that were awesome in the 80s, like action movies. So what I'll do is I'll have a few what I'll say are called honorable mentions, or I'll have some where I'll just play a quote from that particular movie and see if you can guess what it is. The first movie that isn't in the top 10 is this one. Have a good listen and let me know if you know what movie that was.
Come on, man. I got a bomb here. I'll kill her. I'll blow this whole place up.
Go ahead. I don't shock her. Hey, just relax, amigo. You want to talk? We'll talk. I'm a sucker for good conversation.
I don't want to talk to you. Now you bring in the television cameras in here now.
At number 7, we have an action film maybe not too many people know about.
Did you get me into your husband's party?
Not to keep my marriage.
Look, I gotta find...
Action Jackson from 1988.
Your husband didn't have my legs broken.
So, why do they call you Action?
Are you okay? Go to the police station. I have to catch a cab.
This is yet another action film by Joel Silver, a mega producer from the 1980s. Some of his other films that he produced were 48 Hours, Commando, Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, Predator, and Die Hard. So as you can see, he well and truly had his finger in the action movie pie. Action Jackson stars Carl Weathers, a young Sharon Stone, and Craig T. Nelson, who plays the villain.
I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Jackson. Jericho Jackson. There's a nickname associated with it, isn't there? Something like excitement, enthusiasm, esprit de corps? It's action. Well, of course. That rhymes.
So there's nothing new here. Same stock standard action movie. Plenty of one-liners and action. Well worth a look. Once again, switch off your brain and enjoy.
So why don't you use the regular army? What do you need us for?
At number 6...
Because some damn fool accused you of being the best.
Predator from 1987.
Dylan! You son of a bitch!
Here we have another Arnie action film, which as the movie goes on turns out to be more of a /horror /sci-fi. Arnie and his group of commandos are dropped in a jungle in Central America. What seems like a stock standard mission for Arnie and his team turns out being far from normal.
I think it's Hawkins. Where the hell is his body? There's no sign of it.
In the same jungle, an alien, I guess a predator, from another planet has landed. The predator's only objective is to hunt, and hunt he will.
You ain't afraid of no man.
There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man.
As the movie progresses, Arnie's team ends up being killed one by one. Now Arnie has to prepare for battle. It's him versus the predator.
Come on. Do it. Do it! Come on. Come on. Kill me. I'm here. Kill me!
Predator is definitely one of my favourites, and one that I watch at least once or twice a year. Go watch it. Make sure the lights are on. Go! Do it! Now a quick special mention. I obviously couldn't fit every movie into my top 10, but I think Lethal Weapon 2 deserves a bit of a mention. Here is a quick clip from the movie where we first are introduced to Leo Getz, played by Joe Pesci. Initially this was meant to be just a one-off role, but he ended up being in the following 2 sequels. So sit back, have a quick listen, and enjoy.
Police, open up.
How do I know it's the police?
After I shoot you through the door, you can examine the bullet. Open up. That was easy. Don't you even want to see a badge?
Don't do that again. Okay, let me see a badge.
Shut up.
Okay, I get it. Bad cop, good cop.
Shut up.
Okay. Bad cop. I got it. I know all those routines.
You Leo Getz?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that's me, Leo Getz. Whatever you need, Leo Getz. You get it? I use that all the time to break the ice when I meet people. You know, it's good.
I'm Sergeant Murtaugh. This is Sergeant Riggs.
How do you do? Nice to meet you. Okay, so what do I call you guys?
Sergeant Murtaugh, Sergeant Riggs.
We're gonna be your shadow for a few days, Leo.
Next up, number 5. This is probably one of my favourite sequels. Do you know what it is? Have a listen.
The next time we meet, it'll be in Thailand with the Special Ops Designate who haunts the operation.
Yes, sir.
All clear?
Yes.
John, I want you to know that I did what I could to keep you out of here.
Rambo, First Blood Part 2, from 1985.
Do we get to win this time?
This time it's up to you.
John Rambo is back. Following on from First Blood, Rambo is now on a mission to try and find some POWs. His mission is to just take photos. Yeah, right, take photos.
And once done, rest assured we'll get our men back. Now, if there's any of our men at this POW target camp, you're to confirm their presence by taking photographs.
Photographs?
Just photographs. Under no circumstances are you to engage the enemy.
After Rambo and some of the POWs that he finds are abandoned at an extraction point, Rambo goes on a one-man war against the villains. The screenplay was written by Stallone and James Cameron. The action is also enhanced with a fantastic score by Jerry Goldsmith. Once again, this is a great mid-1980s action film. Stallone delivers with all the action. The countdown now continues with number 4.
Hey, what's wrong with this picture?
The Terminator from 1984.
Nice night for a walk, eh?
Nice night for a walk.
Wash day tomorrow. Nothing clean, right?
Nothing clean, right?
Hey, I think this guy's a couple cans short of a six-pack.
You're close. Give them to me. Now.
This is an absolute classic. Apart from Arnie's great portrayal of a cyborg, for me, it's Linda Hamilton and Michael Biehn as Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese that make the story realistic and grounded. Here is proof of one of their great performances. A very low-key, non-action or special effects scene.
Then you're from the future too, is that right?
Right.
Right.
Cyborgs don't feel pain. I do. Don't do that again.
Just let me go.
Listen and understand. That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
Terminator will always be one of the best low-budget sci-fi flicks. Costing just over $6 million, the achievement in filmmaking is actually amazing. Highly recommended. Go watch it now. Next up, number 3. Beverly Hills Cop from 1984.
How you are doing today?
Hi.
I'm fine. My name is Serge, and how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Miss Jenny Summers.
Maybe you give me your name?
My name's Axel Foley.
And what it's pertaining?
I didn't understand what you said.
Pertaining, what it's meaning, regarding.
Oh, what's it regarding? I'm an old acquaintance of hers.
Here we have Eddie Murphy playing Axel Foley, a Detroit cop. He meets up with an old friend who is later killed. This leads Axel to investigate his friend's murder in Beverly Hills. This is a great fish-out-of-water story. Axel's interaction with the straight-laced Beverly Hills cops is still funny.
Morning, officers. What y'all, the second team?
We're the first team.
Yeah, we're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
It should be more natural, brother. It should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. See, that's more natural for us. You've been hanging out with this dude too long.
Eddie Murphy was 23 at the time, and this movie well and truly made him a superstar. A fantastic film, and this I think goes into my category of the 60 plus views. Yep, I've seen this movie many times. Go see it, it's great. Now, at number 2, the movie that put Bruce Willis on the map.
Mayday, mayday, anyone copying Channel 9? Terrorists have seized the Nakatomi building and are holding at least 30 people hostage. I repeat, unknown number of terrorists, 6 or more armed with automatic weapons at Nakatomi Plaza, Century City.
Where's the best place to transmit?
Somebody answer me, goddammit!
The roof. Go, go!
Die Hard from 1988. Now, this was a role made for Bruce Willis, a TV star turned to movie star. John McClane is an accidental hero in this story. He is visiting his wife at her work Christmas party. The story goes into high gear when terrorists take over the office building and try to commit a robbery. John McClane is then forced into saving the day. The performance by Alan Rickman is priceless.
Mr. Takagi, I'm really not interested in your computer. But I need the code key because I am interested in the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds that you have locked in your vault. And the computer controls the vault.
You want money? What kind of terrorists are you?
Who said we were terrorists?
This is one of the best movies of the late 80s. And a very, very rewatchable one at that. And now, at number 1 we have Lethal Weapon from 1987. This movie has it all. It has heart, emotions, family, action, comedy, humor, suspense. It's pretty much the perfect action movie and deserves the number 1 spot. What I'll do now is play a montage of audio clips which pretty much sums up all the emotions of Lethal Weapon.
Hey, man.
590.
Hey.
Come on, shut up, man. I'm losing count.
93, 94, 95, 96.
Forget it, you dumb shit. $100,000. $100,000.
Did you hear what he said?
100,000? I'm sorry, I can't afford that, not on my salary.
I miss you.
Victoria Lynn. B is, I'm supposed to tell you you're breaking in a new partner in on this.
Partner again?
Yeah, some cat he's on loan from dope. Real burnout, on the ragged edge.
Oh, perfect. Gun!
Raj, meet your new partner.
I'm too old for this shit.
You're crazy!
Now, you can jump if you want to, but you'll be taking me with you, and that makes you a murderer. Okay? Come on, let's go back.
You bastard!
Yeah, you'll be killing a cop. Now,
Yeah, I'll be killing a psycho nut cop!
Yeah, psycho, but I'm still a cop. You coming in? Come on, go on.
What do you want to hear, man? Do you want to hear that sometimes I think about eating a bullet? Huh? Well, I do. I do. I even got a special one for the occasion with a hollow point. Look, make sure it blows the back of my goddamn head out. Do the job right. Riggs is gone. Put the pin back in the grenade.
Yeah, if you come closer, and we all die.
No, I don't think so.
It's over. There's no more heroes left in the world.
Kill that son of a bitch! Kill him! Kill him!
Get in the way! Who's fucking next?
McAllister! Who's next?
Pretty dead, huh? Anorexic.
And that brings us to the end of my top 10 action movies of the 1980s. I hope you've enjoyed listening to it. I've enjoyed making it. And I'll see you next time for Movie Punch TV, the podcast.